Hey everyone! Today we're diving into one of the year's loudest and flashiest releases, Borderlands 4. If you've been around the gaming world for a while, the name Borderlands probably isn't new to you. From the very first game, the series carved out a space as one of the pioneers of the looter-shooter genre, combining fast-paced gunplay with piles of bizarre loot. From Borderlands 1 with its unique cel-shaded style, to Borderlands 2, which many still call the best entry, to Borderlands 3, which made headlines more for its memes than its story. And now we've arrived at the fourth mainline game. This time, Gearbox has gone all in, a full open world, a new cast of Vault Hunters, a new villain, the Timekeeper, and of course, a mountain of strange and creative guns. But here's the big question. Borderlands 4 takes place on a brand new planet called Kairos. It's home to diverse biomes, grassy plains, rocky mountains, deserts, and the smog-choked capital city of Dominion. The big bad this time is the Timekeeper, a tyrannical figure who has taken over the planet with the help of 3 loyal lieutenants. Each one rules a different biome. One commands the desert and the Ripper faction. Another oversees the industrial city zone. And the last one controls the wild forests and highlands. Your mission is simple: rally allies, liberate each region, and eventually storm Dominion to face the Timekeeper. On paper, this setup has tons of potential. It could have been a meaningful story about revolution, politics, and fighting dictatorship, but in practice, the plot is pretty shallow. It plays out like a glitchy superhero flick. Gearbox promised this would be a more serious story compared to the meme-heavy Borderlands 3. The reality, NPCs just talk longer, and quest givers ramble more. It's still mostly just a backdrop for gunfire. Now let's talk about the Vault Hunters. This time, we get 4 new heroes: Harlow, a combat scientist with high-tech gadgets. Her flux generator and strong shields make her perfect for players who like tactical and tech-heavy playstyles. Ammon, a brutal warrior who throws fire and ice axes. He can be built as a tank or as a crit-focused berserker. Vex, a speedster who creates clones. She's perfect for hit and run gameplay, overwhelming enemies with agility. The 4th character focused on environmental control and traps, appealing to strategic players. But here's where things get tricky: the humor. Borderlands is infamous for its endless jokes. Some people love it, others can't stand it. In Borderlands 4, the constant memes of the 3rd game are mostly gone. But what's left isn't much better. Lots of corny one-liners. For example, Harlow constantly shouts stuff like "from RIP to RIP" or "that sounds wrong." At first, it's harmless. After a few hours, it's grating. The genuinely funny moments come more from mission design than dialogue, like a Pokemon parody side mission where you capture sentient guns that's clever and genuinely amusing. But sadly, those are rare. The biggest change in Borderlands 4 is the open world. No more small, linear levels. Now, you're free to explore a massive planet with diverse zones. This shift completely changes how the game feels. Cross more freedom to explore, tons of side content, bigger, more varied environments. Cons missions drag on and can last 45 minutes, bouncing between waypoints. Fast travel is very limited, tied only to silos and safe houses. The pacing feels slower, with more grindy downtime. And if you're getting some deja vu, you're not alone. The game feels a lot like Destiny. Bounty boards for repeatable objectives. Pop-up boss fights functioning as public events. Weekly activity resets. A hover bike that's basically a sparrow. All of this gives the game an MMO flavor. Here's one area where Borderlands 4 really shines: build variety. The skill trees are deeper than ever, and you've got freedom to craft your own combat identity. With Harlow, you can focus on overshields. The higher your shield capacity, the more damage you deal. Pair that with her flux generator, which reduces incoming damage per trapped enemy, and you're unstoppable. With Ammon, you can go tanky or full offense. His fire and ice axes can simultaneously burn and weaken foes, letting you stack crit damage while staying tough. Vex excels at mobility and clone-based crowd control. This is where the game hits its stride. Each Vault Hunter feels like a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint your playstyle. And in co-op, watching different builds interact is incredibly satisfying. The heart of Borderlands has always been the guns, and Borderlands 4 doesn't disappoint. It dials things up further with revolvers, SGs, rifles, and bizarre experimental variants. One moment you'll find a revolver that dumps its chamber in a second. Next, an SMG that runs on cooldown instead of ammo, or a rifle that shoots darts which explode a few seconds later. There are even guns that recharge themselves on critical hits. That sense of wonder the kid in a candy store feeling is still alive, and well, every time you pick up something new. Borderlands has always been better with friends, and Borderlands 4 doubles down. The open world design is clearly built for co-op. It's easy to flow from one activity to the next. Random events, side challenges, and open world bosses keep things lively. The endgame is stacked with tough bosses, repeatable challenges, and rare loot. Solo is doable, but with friends the game truly shines. Insane weapon variety, deep build customization, huge world full of content, fantastic co-op. The negatives: shallow story, weak humor, drag-out missions, limited fast travel. At the end of the day, Borderlands 4 is exactly what the name suggests a lot. For some players, that means endless fun and chaos. For others, it means fatigue and frustration. If you're a longtime Borderlands fan who can handle the cheesy humor, you'll find endless entertainment. If you prefer a tighter, story-driven experience, Borderlands 4 might just feel like too much. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Borderlands 4, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more honest reviews, and drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on the game.